Okay, half a day, everybody. Today is August 28th, 2026, and the time is 2:10. This is a continuation of the Commission on Post-Mortem Examinations meeting held on August 21, 2026. We had called to order at 10:03 a.m. and recessed at 11:16 a.m. For the record, this meeting is compliant with the Open Government Law with public notices published on the Guam Daily Post and the GovGuam Public Notices Portal on August 14th and August 19, 2026. A notice indicating the date, time, and place of the continuance of meeting was posted on the doors of this location on August 21, 2026 at 3:45 p.m. So we'll do a roll call of members. Myself, Attorney General Douglas Moylan is present. Joseph Carbolito, Acting Chief, please.
Present, sir.
Dr. Jolene Ogden, Interim Administrator, GMH.
Present.
Ms. Teresa Ariola, Director of Public Health and Social Services.
Peter John Camacho in place of Director Ariola.
Thank you. And Dr. Samir Umbrali, President of the Guam Medical Society.
Present here.
Thank you. So we had last left off in our attempt to find a replacement medical examiner, interim alternatives, as well as a long-term goal. So may I open the floor up to Dr. Jolene Ogden? Doctor?
So since the last meeting, our medical staff office has received the information from the AG's office. We looked at the two applicants. It was actually Dr. Nine and Dr. Ferguson. So unfortunately, Dr. Nine has rescinded his interest. Dr. Ferguson has stated that he can come to Guam on a rotation. Right now, he's committing to being on island around September 1st to November 30th. And I think there was a prior arrangement for his payment, but I've included that in the packet. So
Okay, we don't have any arrangement for any payment.
prior, when I guess he was here in the past, Dr. Ferguson, or is that new? Oh, a previous colleague, Dr. Ishikawa.
Right, so we have to be careful.
Yeah,
There is
sorry.
no, thank you.
I
There is
apologize.
no agreement with Dr. Ferguson, and I think that this is positive that he is showing an interest to actually be on island. When we had done informal conversations, I believe he was going to fill in for Dr. Ishikawa. My understanding was he was going to remain in Hawaii, but by all means, and something has just come up today that we're going to need a coroner medical examiner. So very good news. Now, what I was going to suggest as you continue is that if Dr. Ferguson is a viable candidate, especially for a short term, that we engage in negotiations for a contract. We're not going to guarantee Dr. Ishikawa's contract because I think the qualifications are different, but at the same time, he's a very favorable candidate, and his attitude was very positive when I had spoken with him. So okay, let Dr. Ogden continue along those lines, please.
So Dr. Ferguson, so we didn't receive any information on Ishikawa. It really was Ferguson and Nine. And so the efforts were on Ferguson and Nine. And what the staff has prepared for this body is this summary in this packet. Do you want to take a look at that? And it basically benchmarks the last salary Dr. Sue had received, where it actually falls on the MGMA, which is a benchmark that we use at the Guam Memorial Hospital to onboard our physicians, so that you have an idea of where our salaries are falling. And then it actually compares Dr. Sue, Dr. Nine's prior contract, and then a locum tenens, whether it's Ishikawa or Ferguson.
So my concern as the chair, and I don't want to lock in any salaries right now. because the
Sure.
good doctor is aware the different physicians have different credentialing. Dr. Sue was at a time that we did not have a replacement. We have active listings out there. So I'd like to keep that open to probably a subcommittee that we can authorize to start negotiations with Dr. Ferguson. And that would be very quick, given what I'm understanding. We don't have a medical examiner on island right now, so. And Dr. Dowdeman, I don't know if that was brought up at our last meeting, but I don't think he's no longer an option. If I can stand corrected on that, is that my understanding? Dr. Dowdeman is not available any further?
I was informed that he was retired, but I'm
Joanna?
not 100% sure.
That's correct. He is retired. I did reach out to him again last week, Friday after the meeting.
Is he still on island?
No. He's in Saipan. He flies
Oh,
in,
Saipan.
yes, he flies in once a month.
Okay, so I guess further discussions with Dr. Dowdeman might be fruitful, might not be fruitful, but, okay. Further discussion by the commission members? So may I propose, Nicole, what are the listings right now? So we have 3 listings that are going right now, and one of them is the actual map. What is that called? So their own association website we're listed on. We have had inquiry, I understand, by individuals. Okay, so there's been one inquiry by a medical examiner. So, commission members, whatever happened to that the year-round type of, if we engage their services, that we would have the ability to bring in somebody on a rotating basis? Were you able to provide any information on that one? That service that might be available, what their cost structure is, anything like that?
So generally, we use a locum tenens company, and I believe that we've already started discussions with looking for a medical examiner.
Does this company actually hire the medical examiner and then we contract with them?
Correct.
Okay. So where are they at? Where are we at on that?
Have you, sorry, is it okay if I introduce my
Sure,
staff?
please.
So this is Brenda Sana. She's actually the medical staff manager. She handles all of the contracts for physicians. And then Dr. Rick Eusebio is our chief medical officer. And,
Okay.
go ahead, Brenda. Yeah?
We did reach out to, they initially responded that they do not staff for a chief medical examiner, and then I reminded them that they actually did help us with some pathology placement a year ago, so they are looking into that matter. We do have 2 other companies that we have worked with before, and I am waiting for a response from them. But typically what they do is they hire they refer the locum tenens candidate to us. We are still the hiring party, and we pay the doctor directly, but we pay a recruitment fee to the locum tenens
Is
firm.
that a one-time fee?
That's the finder fee I was talking about that we generally pay per hour worked.
Wait, are you saying that we're going to continue to pay them after the finder fee?
It's a brokerage fee, so rather than them charging you a headhunter fee up front, they break it out and they match it to the time that the provider works for you.
So they're almost an agent. They've got an agent that's being paid as long
That
as
is
they're working with
correct.
us?
That is
Yes.
correct.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes. And the time frame typically for the candidate is they are with us through the locums company for 18 months. And then after 18 months, they're able to convert to an independent or other employment category status.
Do you know what percentage they normally charge?
It's about 25% on
25?
the base rate.
Okay. We have Dr. Ferguson on the Google Meets, but again, what I would like to do and suggest to the commission is that you may wish to have him address any questions you have, but as to the salary and the particular terms, I think it would be more appropriate that we conduct this offline and then bring back to the commission
Sure.
a possible agreement. So would anybody like to have Dr. Ferguson address us via Zoom?
Dr. Ferguson? Sure.
Okay, so can we put Dr. Ferguson on our Zoom?
Sure, hello.
Dr. Ferguson? We have our commission meeting here on a Friday time. I understand that you're Zooming in from Hawaii?
Yes, you are correct.
Okay, so we had an initial discussion earlier. I'll open it up to the commission members here in order to further educate us on what your services could be to our community. Do you guys have questions for Dr. Ferguson?
Oh, shit. So sorry. Would you, Dr. Ferguson, this is Jolene again, off a day, would you be able to be on island September 1st, 2026 through November 30th? I just wanted to confirm that
Yes.
that was on site.
Yes, I would be able to do so.
Okay. With the potential of an extension, or is that a hard November 30th?
Oh, I can do that past November 30th, yes.
Okay, that's great to hear.
It's great to hear. So, Doctor, did you want to talk a little bit about your background, maybe help the commissioners understand about yourself, a little bit about yourself?
Yes, sure, that'd be no problem. Thank you. So yes, I was trained as a pediatrician actually initially, and I worked as a clinician for over 10 years. I still currently own my own pediatric and family medicine clinic here on the Big Island, Hawaii. I decided to make a career change though, and instead of being a clinician, I went and retrained as a forensic pathologist. So all general pathologists can perform autopsies. As a forensic pathologist, we do an extra year of training so that we're able to fully perform autopsies that are forensic, which means anything that might have legal implications. So I've been doing since my training for 1 year so far. I'm close colleagues with Dr. Martin Ishikawa, who had provided the same services before for Guam concerning contract forensic autopsy. So it helped me become familiar. So yes, I would love to perform autopsies as necessary. At this time, I cannot be the chief medical examiner. It's a little tempting though. My wife is, I'm just saying, down the road, maybe in a couple years. My wife is from the Philippines. One of the reasons we live in Hawaii is that it's very easy for her to travel to see her family that she's very close to. So I'm guessing I know that Guam is a bit closer. But at the time being, with my obligations here for the next couple of years, I'm here living in Hawaii. I would love to help when I'm able. I do understand though, so I can help with the forensic autopsies. I'm curious what your all plan was though for performing death certificates that are not linked to one of my autopsies, or for external exams or those other things. I hope you have someone available to help you all with that.
So, Joanna, can we get some insight? We have the forensic autopsies and external exams. What you said, Dr. Dowdeman, who usually do that, he used to do that.
With the external examinations of like non-forensic, yes.
Okay, so, quite frankly, Dr. Ferguson, as we move forward towards discussion with you, given our short-term and our longer-term needs, and especially if you're going to be on island, and one of the parts of the question is the licensing. Maybe Dr. Ogden can help us understand. If you came in on September 1, when can he start practicing?
He's already received his temporary license, if I'm not mistaken.
You would be correct.
Excellent. So I guess assuming that you would come into Guam, part of what I'd like to see from my point of view is a full service type of assistance until we can find a full-time CME. And that would be subject to our further discussions, but would you be open to that?
I'd be open to it, yes.
Thank you. have you ever been to Guam? Do you have a home here? Does your family have a home here? Is there anything that you might want to inform the commissioners about your prior relationship with our community?
No, unfortunately, I've not had the pleasure of visiting Guam yet. I'm extrapolating a lot from my experience here in Hawaii, my travel to the Philippines. But no, I've not been able to visit Guam yet.
Would this be posing any difficulty for you? Because September 1 is that next week? Is that Monday? So Tuesday next week. So you would be able to be on island Tuesday next week. I understand.
Well, see, as needed.
Okay.
So
So
yeah,
you
I
would be,
would not be. I'm sorry, I would not be like living on island the next 2 months. I'd be prepared to fly out,
Okay.
within a few short days' notice.
very good.
But yeah, but for instance, at this period of time, if you had an autopsy that was necessary, September 1st, yes, I could come out there and do it.
Do you
I have
mind?
a que-
So just to, oh, sorry. I
So
just-
I was just going to ask Johanna about how that, because you know the inner workings of the office, how does that arrangement look to you when if you have a homicide today and then you might not have Dr. Ferguson come in for another week? How does that impede any kind of processing in your office or the AG's prosecutors?
Basically, the case will be on hold until the doctor arrives, and then the exam will take place once the doctor does arrive on island.
Which has happened in the past, I understand.
Correct,
And
it has.
the chief informs me that there is a person that's going to require an autopsy. So as of today, so maybe two. So yes, that's why it's good that we have Dr. Ferguson. So Dr. Ferguson, we're going to roll with the tempo of our community, depending upon all these things. And I would presume that we would set up a schedule so that all these how do you call it, the external examinations, we could fit it into your being on island. Does he have to be on island to do these external exams and so forth? Like for signing certificates or?
So for the external examinations, yes, he has to physically be here. For the medical reviews,
Mhm.
he won't need to be here.
Okay. And I take it you're aware of what Joanna is speaking of, Dr. Ferguson?
Yes, my plan was to mainly do the forensic autopsies. That's why I have time for. If I am able to do those other ones, I will. We'd have to talk about that.
Sure.
I'd have to see how difficult. But yeah, if we could bundle them together and have them, be able to do them, also to save you all money for flying me in, that'd be completely fine. Yes, and then as to, performing the autopsies, yes, it's best to get them done sooner than later. With good refrigeration, if we have good refrigeration, that doesn't matter as much. If we have, solid refrigeration, we can. But on the other hand, that's also all I can offer is, I unfortunately, I cannot live on island and be there, for periods of time. That's why I can provide is I can come in, with notice.
Thank you. Dr. Brawley, you had a question?
Yes, I have a question. I think maybe Joanna and Dr. Ferguson, both of you can chime in. Is there a way we can agree on a schedule, say coming in scheduled every 2 weeks for a few days to do those examinations instead of having to
That would
call you?
That would be better than an emergency or urgent way of doing it. Sure, I'd be completely fine with doing that. Also of note, I have a couple colleagues that I am talking to and trying to get them interested in possibly doing the same type of thing to help out. So you aren't always stuck with me. So I have a few colleagues that as soon as they have some work obligations they're working with, they're talking with their families, I will let you know as soon as possible so that maybe they can be included also and you don't only have to rely on me. So I'm going to try my best to help out that way. Of course, they are not able to, again, be chief medical examiners, but hopefully they can follow the same kind of, temporary thing that we're trying to do here.
Would they be located in Hawaii, or you have other
Yes.
colleagues? Okay.
Yes.
Dr. Uggin?
So I think that, and I really appreciate the fact that you can get on a plane and come to Guam and help us in our immediate need. But it's clear that we also need to find more stability because.
Yes, you need a chief medical examiner. You do. Yeah.
Right, right. So we appreciate this because I think that this is something we can definitely use when our chief medical examiner needs to be off island or take a break for whatever reason. I think in the short term, this will work, but we need to put a lot of effort into finding someone who can be here
Absolutely.
or someone's where we rotate that are physically on the island for a extended period of time.
Agreed. Dr. Ferguson, if I may inquire, have you ever testified in court in any criminal cases?
Yes, I have.
Can you give a rough number of jury trials that you may have participated in as a expert witness?
I have participated in four different jury trials.
I take it those were homicides?
One of them was a child abuse one that did not involve death.
Okay. The other three were homicide related?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so are there any other questions of the commissioners? So, Dr. Ferguson, please be expecting further communication from us to discuss your availability and, I guess, the terms of a contract that we might be able to forge with you. And you're conveying to us the other colleagues you have in Hawaii that might want to further assist us here is appreciated. Dr. Ishikawa, I understand, is still available to our island. You're working with him, I understand.
Yes.
If I may inquire, what is exactly where are you working right now? What is that organization called? It's the CME's office there?
Yes. Well, yes. So Dr. Ishikawa and I, we both work for a private company called Clinical Labs of Hawaii. They're a subsidiary of Sonic Healthcare, which is actually Oceanic Australian, is the overseeing holding company. Where I'm going with this is we're both employed by a private company, and we are contracted out to work with the local law enforcement. So in Hawaii, on Oahu, the main island, they have their own medical examiner office, which is different from all of the neighbor islands like my island, Big Island, Maui, Kauai. They have a coroner system where the chief of police is automatically the coroner, and then Clinical Labs Hawaii contracts us out to perform the forensic autopsies for them. So I do not directly work for instance, the police department, but am employed by a private employer.
Thank you for the clarification. Okay, so unless anyone has any further question of Dr. Ferguson, shall we continue with our discussions? Thank you, Dr. Ferguson. We'll
Thank
keep
you
you
for
on.
letting me speak. And again, I wish I could be even more flexible. I'm trying my hardest here, but thank you for hearing me out.
Absolutely welcome. You can remain on Zoom. We'll just continue our meeting.
Sure.
So my earlier proposal was that we would recess this meeting and then go into, I guess we could have it available, whoever wanted to engage in negotiations with Dr. Ferguson. Is there any further discussion on that issue? We're continuing to receive the applications. Anything that we get will circulate before our next meeting. And the only other question would be, how soon do we want to reconvene? We have two options. You can give the committee the ability to enter into a contract on behalf of the commission, the subcommittee, or we can have a recess meeting so we all come back and then approve it, and we will get the drafts of any draft agreement in advance. Because we have two individuals that are requiring an autopsy right now, I think I'm open to the commission members on when you want to come back and how do you want to empower a subcommittee to negotiate with Dr. Ferguson.
Are we able to have the medical staff office? Like, are we able to use GMH's medical staff office to do those negotiations with Dr. Ferguson?
As the attorney in the group, I
Yeah.
think that's all I have to offer here, is my ability to negotiate and to
Okay,
talk to you, Dr. Ogden, and all the commissioners, quite frankly, as I go through this, and then we come up with our best offer to present to the commission, or if you want to empower certain individuals to approve it, subject to further modification maybe. I'm just trying to find out when would you like to come back? Because the doctor is available September 1.
I mean, I want to move on this. You need to just tell us how
Okay.
or what we need to do so that we can move on it. GMH can move and general, however you want us to do that, we can do that.
So shall we create a resolution that says that 2 members can enter into an agreement with Dr. Dr. Ferguson, or more members? We can sign the agreement with the authority of the commission to engage his services. I can put provisions in it subject to further modification, just so that we can authorize him, pay his plane ticket, get him out here, start the services under the terms of the agreement. And then we can come back at the commission's leisure.
Sure, I agree with that. Our medical staff office, and since I'm a commission member, can start it off and then send it out so you can review it. And if you decide that it's 2 signatures, I can send it out to all and then see who is ready to sign, or if we need to do some back and forth before we finalize.
I think the AG was looking to do the negotiation. Is that right? Your
Yeah.
office?
Yeah, so we'll do the negotiations, but the final signature to confirm that this is an agreeable amount, right, to proceed with the contract, he is proposing 2 commission members,
So the
or
commission
is it all
composed
of
of
us?
5.
What I'm trying to do is to avoid having an open government type of, we're having a meeting outside.
Right. So why don't we say like 3, or because it's 5 commissioners?
Yes, we have 5. All 5 are present.
So we could say 3 out of 5 signatures to,
To seal the deal?
is that okay?
Yeah,
And we can,
3,
So we'll have at least 3 that would bind the commission and engage the services. And everything would be on the table for purposes of our negotiations. And then we would come back and I would just have it further ratified by the commission. Propose
Okay.
that. Okay, so, but the 3 signatures would bind the commission. That, make it
And-
very clear.
and just to clarify, we can go ahead and take the lead on this and then send out the proposal
So,
for review and approval.
so who would be the 3 members? I would like to be on the subcommittee.
Well, I
Dr.
think
Ogden?
I should probably on it.
Right, Dr. Ogden
Yeah.
should be on it.
Yeah,
chief or public health. I mean, he's already a physician, so I don't crowd the,
Okay, so probably the chief. That would probably be, no disrespect, sir. I'm not clear on when it's not the actual director, if that is important. Thank you. So, okay. What I just said, and it's all being recorded, would anyone like to have a motion made to that effect?
motion.
Dr. Ambrali makes the motion that was just stated, and do we have a second?
a second.
Dr. Ogden has a second. Any further discussion? So without further discussion, let's have all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye, and all opposed, nay? The ayes have it. That is a resolution of the commission. Now, we're staying within the parameters of our last agenda. Is there anything else that the commission wishes to discuss that was part of our last agenda? If not, do we have a return date? What is convenient for everybody to come back? We're going to recess this meeting again.
I have a request for the future applications that are coming in for the medical examiner. requesting that the point of contact be the medical staff office so that our office can actually speak to the physicians that are calling in. And just to be clear, what Dr. Ferguson had said was a subspecialty in pathology in forensics. It is basically what you're requiring so that they're able to also sit in court and speak on those cases versus just anatomical path. So that actually, if they are forensic pathologists, they're all the same. So Dr. Ferguson and Dr. Nine have the same types of credentials, except like Ferguson said, he was a pediatrician prior to becoming a pathologist. So pathology, anatomical pathology, and they did a fellowship in forensic pathology. So we do look at that.
What did Dr. Sue have that they did not?
He's here. 1 second. Brenda, do you have that information? I know that we have looked at it. Yeah, but his credentials, I think we moved it. General, I'll have to get back to you. I don't see that it's in my
I
packet
just
right now.
understood that Dr. Sue had something more than our, and thank you for the explanation.
Yeah.
The general forensic pathologist is basically what we're looking for.
Yeah.
That's the minimum requirements. So when would everybody like to come back? How is your schedules? Next week, I guess Tuesday is the 1st, September 4 is a Friday.
I can propose the 11th. Hopefully, we'll have vetted the candidates that have come through, and then have information to present to this body.
Is the 11th okay? That's
I'm gonna be off island on the
11th?
11th and the 18th as well.
I'm sorry, the 11th?
I'm gonna be off island from the 10th to the 19th.
Okay.
How many do we need to have quorum? 3? And the only reason why I bring that up is because I will be leaving on the 18th. But I do want to vet these candidates before we head out.
And we can make it available by Zoom
Oh,
for you.
yeah.
So
Okay.
if we want to
I mean,
come back,
we can review them offline, and if I have anything, I can send a notes by email.
yes.
Yeah.
So we come back on the 11th,
At 2 p.m.
2 p.m.?
Okay.
Okay, so I will call the meeting back into order on September 11, 2026 at 2 p.m. and we will adjourn temporarily until such time in recess. So, and the location will be exactly where we are at here at the AG's office, 4th floor. So thank you very much. We are concluding at, what time do we have now? 2:44 p.m. Oh, I'm sorry. So just for the record, we also have with us our oversight chairwoman, Senator Telo Taitigui. She's at the table with us, as well as Joanna. So thank you very much.